Hi guys, welcome to the show. Today we are reviewing Area 51. So Area 51 is a horror film released in 2015, directed by Oren Peli, and it tells the story of three mates, who go to a party one night, filming the whole thing for no apparent reason at all. During the night, one of the main characters, Reed, suddenly disappears. He re-emerges later in the party when all his mates are trying to find him, and he's a changed person. Something's not quite right. Cut to 3 months later, and suddenly he is obsessed with finding Area 51, the famous government facility accused of hiding all sorts of strange alien creatures. So they arm themselves for the journey. They've got everything. They've got thermo suits which will reduce their body temperature so they won't get seen in the middle of the desert while trying to break in. They've got night vision cameras attached to them. They've got everything except a reason why they're doing this. Trying to go along for the ride, you are sort of asking yourself, why is Reed trying to get into this place? You know, has he been abducted before? Is he an alien now? You seriously have no idea, and that's just one of the many issues with the movie. So Oren Peli, as a director, sort of struck gold, probably going back 10 years now, with the very first Paranormal Activity. Say what you will about that film, some people like it, some people don't. I thought it was an excellent film personally. I did make the mistake of seeing it myself in a cinema at the time, and, well, I can't say it was the wisest choice I made in that particular year. That last little bit for the ending probably doesn't mean much now, but seeing it on a big screen by yourself in the dark, yeah, I sort of took that with me for a little while, and I got back to sleep eventually. I wish I could say something just as exciting about this film, because unfortunately it's a dud. You really do spend a lot of this film just following people just going downstairs, going through rooms, opening secret doors. So what? There's one scene in particular where they're trying to basically get into a laboratory, and you come across this really cool floating rocks. You've got some alien blood in a tank. So what? Then they break into another room, and some alarms start going off, and the government's chasing them, and they've got to hide, and then the aliens come out, and so what? Probably the biggest issue with the film is that nothing's really explained, from the motives at the very beginning to what happens to our characters at the very end. There's just nothing explained, and there's a difference between layering parts of the plot to keep the viewer engaged and just not explaining anything for the sake of not explaining anything. And that's exactly what this film does. The script is really quite awful. It's like the whole thing was just improvised. You've really just got the three guys spending most of the time calling each other dude and bro. Even throughout the facility, when they're exploring it, you're just treated to the old traditional movie lines of, shh, let's go down there. Dude, don't do that. Oh my God, did you see that? Oh man, we've got to get out of here. We have got to get out of here. We've got to get out of here. We've seen and heard it all before, and because there's no payoff at the end, you're just left wondering, why did I watch this film in the first place? The thing is, it could have been really good if they'd just taken a bit more time to explain a few more things in the story, maybe give some evidence as to what happened to Reed at the party at the start of the film before he went stupid and decided to try and find Area 51 for no real reason whatsoever. It could have led to something. It could have been interesting. So look, whatever Oren Peli comes up with next, I really do hope that it's far more solid than what this film is. If this is the best of what's going to come out, it's time to go back to the drawing board and start again. So fingers crossed. So guys, I'm going to give Area 51 a 1 out of 10. So thanks for tuning in, guys. If there's anything you want to say about the film, if you've seen it, let me know what you think of it. Drop me some comments. Have a look at the Facebook page there. Click like if you want to see more reviews. If there's any other reviews you want me to do, drop me some comments. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll keep up to date with more videos as they come along. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.